certainly from a Māori responsive perspective, we've got a greater consciousness as an organisation and a greater level of understanding in terms of what the tiriti o Waitangi means for Auckland and for our Māori communities. And certainly two key factors that have helped enable that consciousness is through the role of the Independent Māori Stat Board and certainly the outcome of the treaty settlement process that is still underway within Auckland. I think one of the key things which we as an organisation achieved in the first couple of years was through the development of the Auckland Plan. Through that process there was a clear commitment to Māori as well as the development of the Māori responsive framework. So if you like, one of the key building blocks was established through that process. That then has flowed into other key processes where we sort of describe the fundamental building blocks are now put in place, acknowledging the work of local boards and their local board planning, the work in the proposed Auckland Unitary Plan. So what we have now is all the strategic building blocks put in place. We now need to focus on delivery and the actual doing things with Māori that are going to make that difference. One of the key things to acknowledge is the way different departments and CCOs have really taken on board that strategic commitment and how they've worked to operationalise that. So whether it's the working in the waste minimisation space and working with marae or some of our local iwi around delivering the waste minimisation program, or through the work that our parks area are doing and really acknowledging the fundamental relationship that our mana whenua groups have with the land, and certainly the way parks describe it as whenua, or the Māori term for land, and acknowledging that relationship. And certainly across our CCOs, there's a number of exciting areas that, for example, Auckland Transport, working with Māori, developing education apps to really help tell the story and connect to Māori from a transport perspective and the way they also utilise te reo Māori, through to Waraki and the way they're engaging with iwi, especially around the guardianship of water.
And how do you see the next 5 years? What are the main things you'd like to see being concentrated on as we move to the next 5 years of the council?
I'd describe the first 5 years are really getting to the starting line. The next 5 years is their whole focus to actually doing the things that matter, and some of those things are simple things. How we engage more effectively with Māori across the region, how we also acknowledge the diversity of Māori, especially our urban Māori communities, and the diversity of our 19 mana whenua groups. The other key thing that I think will make a difference over the next 5 years is also how we as an organisation respond to the treaty settlement process. There's still a number of settlements yet to be completed, and certainly that'll create another shift in terms of the way we work with Māori across Auckland. I think one of the exciting things from a national perspective is how we're linking with other Māori units across New Zealand, and really looking to share learnings. Some of it is from our Auckland experience, as well as learning how other councils are responding to the treaty settlement process. So I think one of the key things is how we've really maximised the opportunity to share those learnings. We're fortunate in the sense that just the scale of council means that we can do a lot more as an organisation. And I think one of the key learning points is how do you integrate Māori responsiveness into your the way you work as an organisation. And certainly a number of councils are looking to Auckland Council in terms of how we work to achieve that.